Birthday Wishes for Emilia, written by Tigris Parada. Opening. Lila's voice is heard, but the stage is still dark.
When I feel the most out of control, I picture that Emilia is still here. I think about how she used to hold me tight until my head cleared. She always knew how to guide me through the chaos. Imagining her here isn't the same as actually having her close, but you'd be surprised what the imagination is capable of when it's most desperate for love that's been lost. I don't try to come up with what she would have said or any gestures she would have made. I couldn't dream of replacing her thoughts with mine. I can still feel what it was like to be someone she cared about. And most of the time when I get like this, that's enough. Emilia and I got each other through the shit. I guess there was just something I couldn't get her through.
End scene. Opening. Lila's packing her bag for school when her dad knocks, then walks into her room with a mug of coffee. Seems like there's something on his mind he wants to say.
Morning.
Hey, what's up?
Lila's packing her bag. Her dad seems a bit distracted by whatever he's thinking about.
I just wanted to spend a minute with you before you head out. Are you coming right back home after school?
Yep.
Cool.
How's your lady friend?
What?
The woman you've been going out with, who apparently I'm not allowed to know about, all sounds pretty sketch to me.
How did you find out about Gia?
I have my ways. Grandma called and asked about how you and Gia were getting along.
Of course she did. I just didn't want you to get attached or something. I don't want to bring in someone new until I'm sure it's serious. It's only been a couple of months and
couple months? Rude. And by the way, it's your house and you're the parent and you don't have to sneak around.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I should have been the one to tell you.
You should have. But you are forgiven. Anyways, tell me about this Gia, ooh la la.
Lila, I'm not dealing with this right now.
If by this you mean me, then when were you planning on dealing with this?
What am I ever supposed to do with you? I don't want you to be alone tomorrow. I know it's going to be a hard day, and I don't think you should spend it alone.
Dad, I'm fine. I don't have anyone to spend the day with anyways.
Then take this as an opportunity to find someone. You don't have to keep punishing yourself by not having any friends. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be understanding tomorrow.
I'm not punishing myself. It's just no one's her, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Dad kisses Lila on the forehead and leaves. End scene. Opening. Lila's walking the halls when Madison and Jenna pop up. They're not trying to be mean, but they do like flaunting that they knew Emilia.
Hey, I was looking for you.
Oh, hey.
How are you doing? This must all be so hard.
I mean, it's not the best day I've ever had.
You are so funny. I remember that about you from Emilia's 13th birthday party.
Thanks.
Also, so pretty. Like, so exotic.
You're Chinese, right? Jenna. She's Mexican.
Those were some fun guesses, but actually I identify as a unicorn.
Thought we'd just give you our condolences. You've been a bit down recently, so we just wanted to check in.
And remind you, Emilia always had a smile on her face. She'd want you to have one too. I mean, it's her birthday tomorrow.
We gotta go. We're helping set up for Emilia's B-Day/remembrance thing. You should totally come.
Oh yeah, have all of her old besties there.
Bye, Elle. Good vibes only.
End of scene. Opening. Lila's walking home from school with her earbuds in when Joaquin joins her.
Hey, Lila, wait up.
Kino, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I just got off the phone with my mom and she asked if I was still friends with you, to which I replied, of course not. She's absolutely repulsive. Obviously, she agreed, but wanted me to talk to you anyway. Apparently, she was catching up with your mom the other day and realized we both needed some help finessing our college applications. We've been putting it off.
I'm appalled to have been put on the same level of laziness as you. I was feeling pretty good about myself until now.
That's what I'm here for. You know, I mean, I know if you ask white suburban wine moms, they'd probably tell you have an unfair advantage because of the diversity quota these schools have to meet.
Yes, I forget. White people fixed racism by tokenizing a few of us into their prestigious universities.
I guess it's hard for them, you know, to imagine that my appeal has anything to do with the fact that I can fluently communicate in 3 languages.
You got me beat there, unless I get to count bullshit and sarcasm.
Way to be a basic bitch.
Hey, I can be as basic as I want and still confuse the shit out of people when they try to figure out what I am. My ancestors got around. That's all I'll say.
You are the descendant of horny rebels. How have other things been in the life of Lila Villa? Dad still unable to multitask? Mom still able to cook? You still able to get a dog to like you?
Mom almost poisoned a neighbor with her taco salad. It is me who doesn't like dogs. And my dad is now able to have a conversation while doing the dishes. So, growth. Also, your brain remembers stupid things.
You see, I don't see them as stupid. I just got a pretty great smile out of you. So I'm feeling fairly good about my memory at the moment. Thank you very much.
I forgot how freaking annoying you are. Always gotta have a comeback.
You know, it's only annoying to you because you do the same thing.
Touche.
I actually wanted to talk to you about something. Tomorrow is, well, you know what tomorrow is. I didn't know if it'd be insensitive to bring it up, but I kick myself later for not checking in. I'm just trying to find the nicest way of asking if you're doing okay.
Your poor brain has been overthinking this. I'm fine.
The lying. Always with the lying. No lying. How are you doing with everything?
Getting through.
You're definitely getting closer to a truthful answer.
I've been trying not to think about it too much. She wouldn't have wanted me to dread her birthday. She would have wanted me to celebrate it. I'm not quite there yet, so ignoring it is the best I can do.
I think we both know you're not going to ignore it. Birthdays were always your specialty.
I got a bundt cake, a lemon raspberry bundt cake. Her favorite. Very far from the best flavor, but who am I to judge the deceased?
You've always been pretty good at pretending. I hate it.
What?
Kino stops walking and looks Lila in the eyes.
Like the way you said you were fine a minute ago. Anyone who had known you forever would have genuinely believed that. Or how fast you came back to school after she died. Everyone was waiting to see you break down at lunch without her sitting there, or hear you sobbing in a bathroom, but it never happened. You came back to school like always, like nothing changed. It felt like I was the only one who could tell you were different. I didn't know what to say at the time, but I don't want to make that mistake again. I'd only known her for 3 years and only been close to her for 1. And I think about her every day. I wanted to, and still do, be here for you. But you're kind of a hard person to be there for. Shit, that came out wrong.
Lila starts walking again.
Emilia used to say the same thing. It wasn't actually hard for her, though. She saw right through my BS. She told me once that it could technically be considered selfish how much I keep in my brain. Of course, she said that in a half-joking, half-sincere tone she'd mastered. She thought you were special, by the way. She said you were one of the most genuinely nice people she had ever met. Which, of course, I don't see, but coming from her, you should feel completely honored.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I do. Is it hard to hear people talk about her? Like how she was an exemplary student who never misbehaved and always had a smile on her face and everyone loved her. And you felt so full of happiness with every encounter that you just assumed that you'd become best friends.
I've just been tuning it out. It's weird that nobody really knew her. If they did, those aren't the things they'd be remembering. Instead, they'd be talking about how she secretly wrote poems to make herself feel better. They'd talk about how trash her music taste was and that she was the best hugger. They'd talk about how she was lactose intolerant, but would still consume ice cream, stupidly. And about how she ate Kit Kats wrong, and how reckless her train of thought got past 10 p.m.
My God, someone needed to teach her how to eat Kit Kats, right?
Don't you think I tried? She was gonna help me figure out college stuff. We were planning on applying to the same schools. She always said, where you are never matters. It's who you're with that makes everything worthwhile. She was supposed to become like an environmental engineer or something that would have made us both look completely insignificant.
She had the tendency of doing that.
I didn't mind it.
Hey, I want you to call me tomorrow. I'm never going to be as good as being there for you as Emilia, but I want to try. So let me into that head of yours sometime. I care about you, dude.
He gives her a quick hug.
Thanks for the walk.
End of scene. Opening. Lila wakes up in the morning to check her phone. Instagram is filled with posts about Emilia. Everyone's pretending to know and care about her. Lila quickly puts her phone down after realizing that was about to be her entire feed. Her phone starts ringing.
Hello?
I'm really sorry.
What?
Did you see it?
What? The posts?
Post.
You're gonna have to give me more information. It's too early for this.
I prefer not to be on Messenger on this.
On what?
Check your DMs. I'll send it to you.
On the other side of the stage, Madison is calling Jenna. Lila pulls out her phone again.
Did you see the post?
See what?
Emilia's mom's post.
Not yet. What did it say?
Lila is reacting throughout the scene as though she's reading it at the same time.
Hold on, I'll read it. Found it. Hard to believe my angel would have been 18 today. Thank you for all your warm thoughts and prayers. What I wouldn't give to have her here with us. Breaks my heart she got caught up with the wrong crowd. My baby was too polite to not be influenced by the negativity of this world. We're all being told to ignore differences right now, but values matter. I'll never forgive myself for letting her hang out with those kinds of people. I think every day about how I wish I had made a different choice. Please know Emilia is looking down on all of her loved ones. Again, I appreciate the birthday wishes for Emilia.
Wow.
Back into scene with Kino and Lila.
I'm sorry, Lila.
Lila's a little numb from the post.
She was referring to me. How? How can she still be putting this on me? Because I'm the one who found Emilia?
She's just trying to put the blame somewhere, and it's too heavy to hold by herself. You're the easiest way to relieve the guilt she must be feeling.
I never touched drugs. I haven't even gotten drunk.
She's not worried about honesty. Her picture-perfect kid died. Anyway, you didn't deserve the way she came at you. What are you thinking about, Lils?
I don't really know.
Your mom commented on the post. A lot of unholy words sugar-coated in sympathy. But I think she got her point across.
I'm gonna go.
Lils, I'm sorry, but just don't shut me.
She hangs up before he can finish. She stares at the ceiling a moment, then starts to cry. She pulls out her phone and reads aloud as she starts to type.
When I feel most out of control, I picture that Emilia is still here. I think about how she used to hold me tight until my head cleared. She always knew how to guide me through the chaos. Imagining her here isn't the same as actually having her close, but you'd be surprised at what the imagination can do when it's most desperate for love that's been lost. I don't try to come up with what she would have said or any gesture she would have made. I couldn't dream of replacing her thoughts with mine. I can still feel what it was like to be someone she cared about. And most of the time, that's enough. Me and Emilia got each other through the shit. I guess there was just something I couldn't get her through.
She pauses and has a memory. Emilia is studying at her desk while Lila's on the bed.
How are you still working? I'm exhausted.
Goals. You have to think goals.
Please elaborate.
Okay. So instead of thinking I'm doing boring school that I hate and learning math that will never be relevant to normal human activity and nothing I ever do will meet the standards of my parents, think I'm doing this hella frustrating task right now so that I can get to where I need to be in the future. The journey can suck a lot, but remember what you're fighting for. Life is worth experiencing, and you can't let the stupid crap get in the way of the happy crap.
Ever the optimist.
I like to think so.
Lila comes back into the moment, but now she's simply talking to herself.
I couldn't have saved Emilia, and that's okay. She wouldn't have wanted me to blame myself. She was beautiful, lost, and broken. All I can do now is hope that wherever Emilia is, she's found the peace she never had here. My heart will always belong to Emilia, but that doesn't mean I can't grow to make room for someone new.
She hits send on the message. End of scene. Okay. Kino and Lila are sitting on her bed.
I'm glad you texted me.
Me too.
Hey, I actually got you something.
He pulls out a strawberry bundt cake.
What?
I stalked your Instagram, thought I'd figure out which flavor you think is best. Personally, I think you and Emilia were both incredibly wrong.
Thanks, bro. It really means a lot.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and I thought while I was here, I'd help your lazy butt get some college stuff done.
He pulls out his laptop.
Tell me about yourself.
End play.